Why U.S. tells Taiwan to play with fire?
Now, by the way, I think we all know, I think Orville would agree, that by far the most dangerous issue in the U.S.-China bilateral relationship is Taiwan. If there's one thing that could cause a war between the United States and China, it is Taiwan. And I think you all know that from the Chinese point of view, Taiwan is the last living symbol of the century of humiliation, because Taiwan, as you know, was first separated from China after China lost the Sino-Japanese War in 1895. So not bringing Taiwan back is seen like a sort of a continuing wound in Chinese civilization that has to be fixed. But at the same time, to prevent war, the best thing we can do is to keep the status quo as it is and not change it in any way. And so those who want to preserve peace in Taiwan Straits, keep the status quo. And some of it is fictional, of course. The fiction is that the Republic of China represents all of China. But that's a fiction that's actually very important for peace. The minute you drop that, you create war. Now, at the same time, I think we must all understand and respect the desire of the people of Taiwan to keep their lifestyles as it is. They don't want to change. They don't want to join mainland China. That's understandable. But if you want to find a solution that accommodates both the desire of the Taiwanese people to keep the way of life they're used to without any change whatsoever, without any fear, without any difference, and to also prevent a war, it can be done. But the question is, do you want to see peace across Taiwan Straits, or do you want to see a war? So I'm hoping, and I must say, to be fair, many U.S. administrations have understood that very, very well. So when President Chen Shui-bian of Taiwan emerged, as you know, in around 2003, 2004, it was President George W. Bush that made it very clear to President Chen Shui-bian, I will not allow you to have a referendum. That was a very wise decision made by the President of the United States. So the U.S. government understands the sensitivity of this issue. So that's got to be very carefully managed. Now, in the case of what happens when Trump comes back, I think...
If Trump comes back.
Huh?
If Trump comes back.
Oh, if.
We're not being
Please
predictive.
delete that from the record. No, I'm sorry. No. By the way, let me be very blunt and very direct. I would say most countries in the world would be happier if President Joe Biden's elected. Let me be very clear about that. President Joe Biden is a very predictable, careful, sensitive president who, as you know, has made many friends around the world. But President Donald Trump, version 2, if he comes back, will, I think, be a much bigger challenge for the world. Much, much bigger challenge for the world. And that's why, actually, in some ways, if the United States could focus a bit more on its own internal challenges, as I say in chapter 7 of my book, As China Won, if the United States could become less of a plutocracy and create a society where the bottom 50%, who have seen a stagnation in their standard of living for 30 years, if you can improve their standard of living, give them a sense of hope, then they won't vote for Donald Trump. So from the point of view of the rest of the world, we want to see a strong, vibrant United States where the people are happy and they elect a happy president.
National reunification is the shared aspiration of sons and daughters of the Chinese nation, is the essence of national rejuvenation. We should implement our party's overall policy for resolving the Taiwan question in the new era. Uphold the One China principle and stick to the 1992 consensus. Promote peaceful development of cross-strait relations We should resolutely oppose the interference of external forces and the secessionist activities of Taiwan independence. We should unswervingly advance the cause of national rejuvenation and reunification.
美方打着所谓民主的幌子，在干着侵犯中国主权的勾当，而台湾的蔡英文之流抱着美国的粗腿不放，背弃民族大义，这些倒行逆施啊，根本改变不了一个中国的国际共识，也根本改变不了台湾必将回归祖国的历史大势。玩火者绝对没有好下场，犯我中华者必将受到惩处。
中国的统一不会损害任何国家的正当利益，只会给各国带来更多的发展机遇，给亚太地区和世界繁荣注入更多的正能量。我们希望并乐意看到越来越多的人士理解和支持和平统一、一国两制。中国的统一不会损害任何。
我要告诉大家啊，从我们所掌握的资讯啊，在选举之前的这段时间哦，中国会持续的有很多的打压跟胁迫的作为，好，那他们的动作只会更多，不会更少，好，那他们的目的只有一个，也就是想扭转这个总统大选的战局啊，那他们试图用打压的行动告诉台湾人说，我们不能买战机，我们不能撑香港，我们只能选择一个会向中国低头的总统啊。那么因此呢，我在这里我要代表中华民国台湾坚定的告诉中国，对一国两制，我们的答案只有3个字，就是不可。
Acknowledges that Taiwan is part of China. Is Taiwan a country? The United States does not officially recognize Taiwan as a sovereign state or a country, but it does maintain unofficial relations with Taiwan under the One China policy. This policy, established in 1979, recognizes the People's Republic of China, PRC, as the sole legal government of China, and acknowledges that Taiwan is part of China. Is Taiwan a country?
Hey, hello, we come to the end already. Have you subscribed yet? Yes, press the subscribe button and the like button and the share button. Thank you and have a nice day.